Hello everyone, we're going to be covering another Bughouse World Championship match in the under 2000 section. The score is currently 1-1. I'm going to look to see if we can find any co-commentators. So let's see, advertise in a few Discords. Okay. So we have good-gamer2 and CannotGiveYouATempo versus xberli and emiliochess. xberli and emiliochess are both titled chess players from Mexico. good-gamer2 is from Germany and CannotGiveYouATempo is from the Ukraine. So the story of this match is good-gamer and CannotGiveYouATempo play a lot of Bughouse in the random pool. Very experienced Bughouse players, whereas emiliochess and xberli are more of chess specialists that just dabble in Bughouse from time to time. So we're gonna see if Bughouse knowledge can win this match, Bughouse experience, or if chess tactics can prevail. good-gamer2 would like a bishop to defend this pawn. Otherwise, he's gonna have to give up a pawn. emiliochess is down slightly. Time is fairly close, about 4 seconds here. emiliochess has started to attack. good-gamer is really waiting for this bishop. And he's got the bishop. These dark squares are now covered. CannotGiveYouATempo. Do we take this? I guess the threat would be bishop takes. I like this pawn move. You can always play knight takes knight, and you're preventing the bishop from coming in. xberli has a lot of pieces in hand, needs to get more of them on the board. good-gamer is going to try to tempo this queen and get some activity. Unfortunately, he has development disadvantage. I think he's going to continue to just drop more pieces on the board. Now the queen is hit, f7 is also hit. So after taking f7, the rook is an attack. Also, a rook at d8 would mate for good-gamer2. Maybe just push the pawn over here. CannotGiveYouATempo is up time, but somewhat down in material. He's down a rook and a knight. And good-gamer would like trades, specifically would like a rook. Okay, tempo into queen. Maybe pawn at b7 could be a threat for good-gamer. This king of good-gamer is relatively safe. The mate threat on h1. CannotGiveYouATempo is up about 27 seconds. So I think it's going to get... I think the Bughouse specialists are going to win this game. And we do see the pawn move I talked about. You can just withdraw the bishop here. So a diagonal would be quite good, or a knight. Okay, bishop in. If bishop takes, queen takes, and it's mate with rookette. So can't really take that. Oh, he takes it anyway. It's mate in one. So our score is now 3-1, favoring CannotGiveYouATempo and good-gamer2. CannotGiveYouATempo has sacked. He would like a knight for g5, and he gets a knight, which is already defended if the king goes up. I like e4 here because it exposes like pawn at h5 as a threat, also tempers the bishop. Or I guess knight at h4 is an option, followed by knight takes bishop. Okay, maybe pawn check, knight takes, take, knight check. Oh, he has another knight. Wow, he's getting everything. Okay, that's just mate. It's another win. Our score is now 4-1. Favoring good-gamer2 and CannotGiveYouATempo. We have another match coming up at 2 p.m. It's now 1:06 for me. Or no, I'm sorry, at 1:45 p.m. It's now 1:06, so in about 40 minutes. We'll probably roll right into that next match. This match was on the calendar as happening at a later time. It was on the calendar as happening at 2 p.m. instead of 1 p.m. But apparently it was miscalendared. CannotGiveYouATempo? Okay, he has mate with pawn check. And then pawn check if he goes over there, pawn check if he goes over there. I'm not sure why he's not playing it. He doesn't need anything else. This pawn check is going to be immediate mate. Oh, okay. Bishop check. Oh, queen check. Okay, now pawn check. Oh, I guess when I said I don't know why he wasn't playing it, it wasn't his move. My bad. Score is now 5-1. Favoring CannotGiveYouATempo and good-gamer2. It's a free pawn. He took it. Might see a sack. This is a reasonable sack. He's just going to defend. It takes. Maybe launch this bishop. We're going to see pawn at h6. Oh, maybe rook over first. CannotGiveYouATempo also on the attack. Maybe get the queen in. Could consider sacking here. If he got a knight, that sack would work. I think a knight is reasonable for him to get since they're up so much time, but he chose not to do the sack. That is going to give emiliochess a few tempos. I guess the idea is if king takes, queen up, I can try to eat that. If it were black's move, pawn at f3 would be a good move. But let's see if white can defend. Oh, not really enough time for that one. This knight check square is covered. Maybe we'll see pawn at e4. He's actually down time, and I think good-gamer2 is going to wait. Maybe rook over, rook takes pawn. Or we could see bishop at f3. Or bishop at c6. Xberli. I don't know what this move is about. Doesn't seem fast enough, and a rook isn't really a piece that helps his partner. So it seems a little odd. This queen is getting tempoed. Probably trade queens at this point, although that might weaken his king defense. Gamer2 up about 10 seconds. Like a pawn to win the rook. Pawn plus knight would be good. Pawn check. King takes. Take the rook. Rook takes. New knight in. Could be a sequence. Hey, Incredible Butler. Thanks for watching. xberli looking to defend now. Good gamer taking 3 piece. Knight takes. We have queen takes. I should probably take that. Is it safe for CannotGiveYouATempo? I think it is. Ooh, that's a little bit adventurous. I don't know why he took that. Now a knight would be very good for emiliochess. Knight probably wins the game here. And he's not waiting for a knight. Now we can see pawn check. Take the rook. Then new knight in. I would take the rook first. You could just put the knight in here immediately, but might as well grab a rook in the process. Knight check. Knight takes rook. Then new knight at e1. Oh, that's reasonable too. Okay, knight mates. New knight in. Pawn also mates. Maybe he's waiting for a pawn, but you already have a knight in hand. Just drop the knight. It's mate. Okay, our score is now 6-1. This is first to 11 with a win by 2 condition. So this bishop guards f7, but it's still slightly misplaced. It could be tempoed. Oh, CannotGiveYouATempo picks up a free pawn. Ooh. Okay. There was a sack. I don't think it was a good sack. I think it could have just pushed a pawn there. So that's a danger with no blocker, but he's up enough time that he can get a blocker. Pawn in, probably sack queen. CannotGiveYouATempo is a little bit cramped here, but he is up time, and pieces crush for him. Any piece he gets, he can just put on the board to check. Eventually mate will happen. Queen trade on offer over here. I would push a pawn, guard the knight. Ooh, xberli finds a tricky mate over there. So that's another win for the title players from Mexico. Our score right now is 6-2. Favoring good-gamer2 and CannotGiveYouATempo. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. emiliochess is already castled. There are some dark squared weaknesses here, but if this knight moves away, then there will no longer be weaknesses. And there's no dark squared bishop on the board anyway. Spoke too soon. There's another dark square bishop. Good gamer 2 already up about 12 seconds. King takes. Oh, okay. I guess king takes. Good gamer 2 is getting attacked a little bit. We might see a knight situation. I was just going to make a development move instead. Grab the file. I still think knight should be a possibility. Okay. He's hoping for pawn takes and then knight in. Emiliochess has weak dark squares. CannotGiveYouATempo would like some trades. There's a double sit going on, which is never a good idea. Maybe knight in. Good gamer 2 took forever to take that, and he really should move faster. His partner has a pretty crushing attack, though. I think you take that. Take the knight. These pieces are going to help his partner mate. This king is struggling, though. Knight would be pretty crushing. Knight check. If up, you can go down here. I would just throw a bishop in, pin the queen. Or you could put a pawn on g5 to tempo it. I wouldn't take the queen immediately. Wait, what? Is this being allowed? That's just going to mate. New knight in. Bishop takes, knight takes. So xberli has checkmate. emiliochess just needs to live, and I think he will live. As his partner needs more diagonals. Yeah, this game is just over. Now xberli is up on time. Bishop takes, knight takes. That's all she wrote. Our score is now 6-3. Favoring Good Gamer 2 and CannotGiveYouATempo. That game was really decided by Good Gamer 2 stalling for no reason for like 20 seconds there. They went from up a massive amount of time to down time. CannotGiveYouATempo has a decent attack here, but he would like to guard this knight. That just hangs. Well, I guess it doesn't hang. Take, 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 take. So it's okay. But it would have been better to just guard the knight with a new pawn or something like that. Pieces are very good for CannotGiveYouATempo. So Good Gamer 2 should be trying to force trades. Yeah, it's worth giving up the queen. Bishop wins back the queen. Other trades are good too. Knight takes pawn would be interesting. I think he could just take back though, so it probably doesn't lead anything. But if he was dumb enough to take with knight, then queen in is mate. There's a 10-second advantage for CannotGiveYouATempo, and he is waiting for ideally a bishop, but if not a bishop, then okay, another rook probably mates with rook at g2, king takes, new knight in. Maybe he could just put the bishop on f2 at this point, and a new knight at e3 to continue the attack. That picks up the queen with tempo. good-gamer2 is up time, but should still be moving. So this is a threat, just taking the pawn is a threat. I think just move the knight in, then rook in here. Close to mate. Rook check, rook takes bishop. I mean, a queen mates for him, but it's not really worth waiting for. He has a great position. Rook check, take the bishop, followed by queen takes knight, threatening queen takes rook. xberli, always getting the queen involved. Oh, this could be a mate threat. Queen in, take. Have to go this way. What's he waiting for? This is an only move. Oh, this is clever, but he saw the threat. Probably should have taken the rook. Oh, he went the wrong way. So it's mate with knight check. I'm just trying to make up some time. Oh yeah, that's mate too. So if he'd walked his king the other way, I think they would have won. Also, CannotGiveYouATempo should not have waited so long for the perfect piece. He had a great attack. He had good chess moves. So our score's now 6-4. xberli and emiliochess are catching up. Still looking for any co-commentators. Anyone who wants to jump in a voice chat, talk about the games here. Discovered check. CannotGiveYouATempo wants the rook. Mates immediately. I don't think it's coming though. Maybe you can pin the knight. good-gamer2 should not be sitting. He seems to sit at really, really bad times for their teams. Now is the time to be moving. I can't fathom why he's sitting here. Okay, now I can fathom why he's sitting. Wow, he sat all that time, then got the piece he needed and did not go for it. Queen takes, followed by like pawn in. Would have been decent for them. But now they both have a bad position. Yeah, good gamer sat at the absolute worst time for no apparent reason, and now they're losing. And xberli is going to win a whole bunch of pieces. Knight check. Okay, I could do this first. Just take that. And So queen is coming for emiliochess. Knight check, take rook. Fairly good for xberli. Okay, emiliochess has checkmate now with queen in and queen over. Or just queen in immediately if you go straight back like that. All right, our score is now 6-5. Still favoring CannotGiveYouATempo on good-gamer2. I guess the question is good-gamer2 going to stop stalling at really weird times and throwing games? Thank you so much for the raid from GYS Chess, 4-player chess streamer. Give you a shout out. Really appreciate the raid. So for those come in from his stream, this is Bughouse, which is a game played by 4 players in teams of 2, but it is played on 2 chessboards. I'll put the rules in the chat for anyone not familiar. So the 2 players on the bottom are a team, and the 2 players on the top are a team. Whenever you capture a piece, you hand it to your partner. You can make a normal chess move, or take any of the pieces in reserve your partner has handed you. Place one on any empty square as a move. Checkmate on either board ends the game. So here, a bishop followed by, looks like a knight. Bishop followed by a knight would mate. Bishop at g2, king over, new knight in check, king up, pawn up is mate. But he needs the bishop first. Bishop or queen is a critical piece. Queen mates immediately. CannotGiveYouATempo is up about 6 seconds on the diagonal clock. good-gamer2 has all of that time to try to get a queen. Going for this queen here. Is the queen trapped? The bishop works too. So just take the bishop and it's mate. Does he notice? Bishop check. New knight in. Pawn up. Or you could change the move order with king up, then that. But either way, it's going to be a knight here and pawn up. And our score is now 7-5, favor and CannotGiveYouATempo, good-gamer2. This is the Bughouse World Championship in the under 2000 section. So it is first to 11 with a win by 2 condition to win this match. GYS Chess is using Radon's Muppet emotes in the chat. Radon is another 4-player chess streamer. GYS Chess, definitely check him out, drop him a follow. He plays mostly a hyperbullet time control. Too fast for me, but fun to watch for sure. Pick up the pawn, yeah. There's those chess tactics. He should wait to deprive... Oh, never mind, he has a blocker now. Just take the pawn. good-gamer2 up about 4 seconds. Trying to make a threat. Probably trying to win the queen. Maybe new rook in, but knight here looks pretty scary. I think good-gamer2 is in some trouble now. He might just throw an all-out attack with knight at f6. Okay, he's losing a queen and probably the game pretty soon. That's a free rook. Why didn't he take the rook? That's a very weird move. Don't like this bishop move. maybe just a pawn in. He might be worried about this attack now, though. I think he's safe. I would just put a pawn on f3 here. Okay, now that he has that, he could sack his queen. Sack the queen, new queen in, knight check, and then rook in is mate. He has to sack some pieces to do it. He finds it. Rook check or queen check. Okay, this is fine. Queen at h1, followed by rook at e1. This works too. Queen at h3 is mate, or queen at g1 is mate. Covers all the squares, and probably has mate even without the queen. Another option is bishop at h3, followed by knight at f5. That's a free bishop. I don't know why he hates free bishops. good-gamer2 is up a lot of time. So I don't think good-gamer2 is going to move. He realizes he's made it in one. He wants to give his partner an opportunity to win the game. Unfortunately, his partner is down pieces and is not going to be able to win. That's just a free knight. There's a resignation. Our score is now 7-6. Favoring good-gamer2 and Can I Give You a Tempo? They traded knights and we see the immediate sack. So a bishop is good. We could see g4 potentially if he doesn't get any additional piece. Well, never mind. I guess he could just take g4. Okay, so a knight is good. Bishop is good. Yeah, I like this move. Threatens something like pawn at h5. Can I give you tempo trying to keep the maiden net around this king? Knight is still fantastic. Bishop is still fantastic. He wants trades, offering the queen. Queen for bishop. Does the bishop mate? Bishop check. Looks pretty good. Not sure if it's mate. Well, now it's mate. Bishop takes whatever gets put in the way. The knight covers this other square, even if the pawn goes up. Let's take that. This is mate, and they're up time. Oh, yeah, he actually needs one pawn, which he has. Our score is now 8-6, favoring Can I Give You a Tempo and good-gamer2. About 12 minutes until our next match. So in a situation like this, I actually like to sack if you can get a pawn. So knight takes pawn, king takes, new pawn in, and you win back the piece. So it ends up not even being a sack. It's just a trade, and it gets the king exposed. But you do need to rely on your partner to give you a pawn for that to work. Pushing pawn would be interesting, or just a new pawn if you can get a new pawn. You could even put a knight in here. Okay, he has the pawn now. Makes it easy. Queen trade may be on offer. Ooh, two pawns mates. Take, knight check, pawn mates, and they're up 20 seconds, pawn comes. That pawn can be a bishop as well. You could push the pawn to gain a little bit of time. Discover check. Alright, our score is now 9-6. This is first to 11 with a win by 2 condition. This is a free pawn. Why are we not taking a free pawn? Should be fine. He does need to rely on his partner to hold a knight. Knight plus pawn mates. They are actually down a bunch of time. If they'd done this quickly, it was very reasonable. Slowly could be a problem. So queen is threatened and a knight is threatened. And they're down about 8 seconds. Queen takes knight, bishop takes pawn, or take the bishop, and it's mate. Great coordination from CannotGiveYouATempo on good-gamer2. It's that Bughouse experience shining through. Our score is now 10 to 6. 10 to 6 favoring good-gamer2 and CannotGiveYouATempo. Could be match point. They're trading evenly so far. This doesn't really work because now the bishop hangs. So emiliochess has just picked up a free piece. Is this the plan? I don't think that leads anywhere. I mean, you have to take with bishop. You can't take with pawn or it's mate. But after this and this, I don't have the knight card in anywhere. I like this knight move. You potentially have knight takes knight. You could even take the bishop, threaten a queen sack, something like that. Okay, he's trying to pick up the queen. It's very reasonable. I would take this knight with the bishop. With the idea if he takes back, then you fork, win a queen. So you can win material. You could drop a knight in first, new knight in, before taking the queen. I would pawn check, then knight takes. Okay, he's taking that way. Seems reasonable. Maybe pawn at c6. Threaten pawn at d7 later. Bishop check. That's okay too. He has pawns he could try to promote. Pawn at b7 could be an idea. Bishop attacking the rook is an idea. Xberli has great development. Here I think you gotta watch out for this. You gotta watch out for forks. I would just take that. Now you can sack. Oh, he's taking the rook. That's very good too. Now knight check, take the rook. You could also drop a pawn at b7. Might as well drop the pawn at b7. And tempo the king a little bit. Okay, grab the rook. emiliochess. Wait, doesn't he have mate? Queen at e2 is just mates. Queen takes. Or, oh, here's in check. I'm sorry. Yeah, CannotGiveYouATempo has found mate. My bad, I didn't notice the check. So is that match? That's match, I think. Yeah, so 11 to 6 is the final score. Favoring CannotGiveYouATempo and good-gamer2. So we have another match coming up in about 5 minutes. Let me update the stream title. So Return the Liger, I believe that the next match is going to start in about 5 minutes. So I could look for a high house game in the interim, but this next match should start fairly quickly. Uh-oh, Pleasure Hippie Twitch is playing chess. That's a horrible thing to see. I don't see how he can possibly be done that game in 5 minutes. So I'm confused by that. Was this placed the wrong place in the calendar? Yeah, the other players are not online. Okay, let me ask what's going on here. We can commentate a little bit. Alright, I'm trying to get the bottom of what's going on here. I hear some high houses going on, so we can go try to watch that. Okay, so a bit of news. Well, okay, first let me find something to watch. I hear high-level bughouse matches going on. It's probably this. Daizon and Return of the Liger versus Sakuri Kuzi, who's Raven, and Daiplawa Sal. So some news that was just posted in a Discord that I'll read for you all. Unfortunately, Abikovsky's team has been ruled ineligible to continue in the Bughouse World Championship. Abikovsky is a Grandmaster. His partner is Miss Fairy Queen. Apparently, Miss Fairy Queen's account has been closed, so that makes it awkward. They had progressed into the top 8, but they can't really play with her account closed. So the organizers are allowing Abikovsky to have a substitute partner and letting them compete against Zyzon and Grandalicious, who've been eliminated earlier forfeited early because Grandalicious couldn't find the time to play during the week. So potentially allowing Zyzon and Grandalicious back into the tournament. And then there's some other stuff about capping the prize to make it fair. But that should happen soonish. It'll be interesting to watch. Why is her account closed? I have no idea. Supposedly for fair play, but I don't know what that means in this context. It's not necessarily the case that it was closed for any bughouse related reason. She also plays 4-player chess. She plays normal chess. It could have been for a number of things, and I don't know whether it was closed correctly or wrongly. I haven't seen her violate fair play recently. There was a time in the past when she sometimes shared her account with Random Grande, but that hasn't happened in quite a while. And I believe her account was briefly closed for that and then was reopened after an appeal. So I'm not sure what's going on. I I hope she gets her account back. Anyway, this series that we're watching, the score is now 10-9, favoring Zizon and Return of the Lagger. So I'm not sure what is going on with the Plaster Hippie match. The match we're supposed to be watching is GM and Plaster Hippie Twitch versus Makar and Belsky Vladisov. But of those players, only Plaster Hippie Twitch is online, and he's playing a game that last I checked had like 10 minutes left from each player. I wonder if any of these guys are in a voice chat we can listen in on. Probably not. Hey, Lord of Hacks. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. Time is fairly close in this game. Raven is a very fast player, so it's impressive that Zizon can keep up with that. That Blauasal has a pretty good attack and seems relatively safe. Bishop covers. Gotta watch out for the queen mate if he doesn't take the bishop. I think he would like to start checking. Okay, so knight guarded, and he took a free piece. These bishops guard each other, also guard the king. Zizon is just taking pieces. Oh, that was a sneak attack. The mate for Zizon. So, I'm not sure what is up with this match. I guess we'll stick around for another 10 minutes or so, but if this other match doesn't seem to be starting, then I do have other things to do today. Oh, or they're done with the series. They're all saying GG's. Final score is 11-9, favoring Zizon and Return of the Lagger. Yeah, Return of the Lagger. I only got to cover like 2 games there, but looked like a fun matchup. Glad you were able to partner Zizon. He's a great partner. So I suppose we can look to see who's playing. Maybe there'll be another game to watch. Nothing's really jumping out at me here. I mean, I guess we'll just look at the top game for now. Oh, Zizon is feeding you good moves. Yeah, he's quite good at that. And Zizon is a FIDE master, which he got relatively late in the game. I've been playing with him since, well, I met him in person in 2001, I believe. And oh, this looks like a pretty nice mate. Yeah, you can just take that, take that. Rook down, this mate. Or you can stick another piece in. Yeah, so I've been playing with Zizon for quite a while. The first event I went to in the first Vegas gathering, we had a tournament, and it was a very informal tournament, but we just partnered low to high. So like Ganesh was there, and we partnered him with Night Move, who was the lowest rated person there, about 1,000 rated. I was rated like 1,400 at the time, maybe 1,300, and I was partnered with Zizon, who was the second highest rated player. And we did fairly well at the tournament. We didn't win it all, but we kind of assumed when we did these pairings that people in the middle would win the tournament, but it ended up some of the very high and very low people did well. So yeah, I still don't know what's going on. Oh, we got Indian Reaper to watch here. Indian Reaper and BWC. That's an interesting team up. Indian Reaper is the quintessential sack sitter. But he's also quite fast. So when partnered to Indian Reaper on the free internet chess server, there would be this is mate. There'd be the partner communicator buttons, and he would just start spamming them from move one. He'd be like, trade's good, trades, he's made it, trades, and he just would never stop asking for trades. Hmm. Well, maybe we can raid Chewy if this isn't going to happen. Chewy is a Bughouse player currently streaming chess, and he is grinding those trophies for the league, and to get league prizes. Indian Reaper is up a lot of time, trying to keep attacking, and BWC is trying to trade for him. Rook check, take that. Shaika is very fast as well, but Reaper just crushed his opponent. So this match was on the calendar for 1:45 p.m. I don't know whether it has yet to happen or has already happened. Sometimes things are wrong in the calendar. Oh, we see a sack here. Taking the queen. I would have taken the rook instead. Then you're also threatening the bishop. The mayor is trying awfully hard. Oh, knight mates. So that's probably what they're going for. Oh, they didn't realize knight mates. Okay, that's just another mate. Yeah, the mayor was trying real hard to be safe. His partner didn't communicate that a knight mated him. Oh, oops. Heck. This seems to be somewhat of a series. Reaper sacked a pawn there. Reaper is sacking a lot. The BWC is on the attack though. Ooh, pawn is quite good. We could see knight takes pawn as well. Oh yeah, pawn check, take the rook. Pawn wins. Pawn check followed by pawn takes. Queen's pinned. They're up time. That's a win. Oh, hold on. Looks like Plaster Hippie is playing now. So let's X out of this game and watch the Plaster Hippie game.